Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Frogger's playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time we played, we made it to a dungeon we were supposed to do on the day before and fucked up royally and basically skipped a day. We're not supposed to be skipping days. This is a very day-restraining game. If you skip days, bad things happen. But, well, not really immediate. It's just like, we probably won't get all the social links done now. Or we won't have time to do everything. So, yeah. That's why I make a big deal out of it, because skipping days in this game is really bad. It's almost like skipping days in Persona, where you skip a day in Persona, you can, you basically fuck up social links. And everything. But we're going to try to see how bad that is. We're going to go back on our normal scheduling. Let's just hope that we don't get too bad fucked up. But this one, in today's episode, we're going to be completing a dungeon. This dungeon is not that big. It's pretty easy. I'm not planning to... Yeah, let's go in. I'm not really planning a big grind after this either, because I don't think we're near the next big grind spot. But I have to, I can't speak. Alright, what the fuck is that? Can I kill it? Okay, yeah, they're overwhelmed kill still. Yeah, we're still a bit over leveled, as you can see. We don't... Yeah, we don't really need to worry about stuff at this point, because we're still super grotesquely over-leveled due to my grinding in the previous... like, in that one dungeon. But, my goal right now is to get all the chests, because I don't even think there's a artifact here. It's just we're just kind of going through everything. I don't really actually know the layout. I'm just kind of... These are both... Yeah, everything just dies way too quickly. Yeah, these are all just chests. Okay, that Hero's Jeweled Route's very big because that's 3,000 Archetype XP. I'm gonna hold on to those. Kind of conserve them because we're gonna need those for later. Basically, we need as much XP as possible to catch up the rest of these guys. That is what the next big grind spot is going to be, is catching up all our new party members to the main party in Archetype and XP and everything. I like that they continually add new party members this late into the game, but I'm also kind of hesitant about it because you could have easily just made them social links instead as well and kept the main 4 party members who actively... If anything, that's the real only downside I've found in this game, is that there's too many party members, and some people's mind is a good thing. Because of, in my mind, too many party members means, you have a hard time kind of focusing down on specific party members and their stories. But Persona does it pretty well. This game, from what I've understand so far, has done it pretty well. So, I have no reason to believe that that's really a big bad thing. It's mostly for combat reasons that I don't like the having so many party members, because then you have that issue of Then you have that issue of party members kind of like in combat being left to the wayside because there's just better party members, or the point of where you have to grind more to get those party members caught up to everybody else. Because due to that, this game, I believe, has had problems with big grinds. There's the gold beetle. By the way, there's the gold beetle for this dungeon, if anyone cares. But, because we're not going to be able to get all the gold beetles. Come on. Thank you. Because, what is it? If we open up our menu, go to party here. The main party is around the same level, 53. Which is good. Like, actively, they are... Like, the original 4 are all around the same level. Juna is by far the lowest level at 35. Yufa's at 42. These two are more closer to level. But they are so under-leveled compared to everybody, I have no reason really to use them until I get them up in level, which requires like a big grind session off-screen. Which, in my mind, can hurt games if you're too busy grinding. But the grinds in this game haven't been too bad. That's another thing I've noticed. Is that grinding in this game is not the worst thing in the world. It's mostly just running around, killing monsters, gaining XP from those monsters, and that type of thing. Which isn't bad. There could be worse grinds. And definitely, I've experienced games where there are worse grinds. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 has some pretty bad grinds in it, due to the fact that is, got some pretty bad grinds in it, due to the fact that it's like an older game, and Nomura didn't really know what he wanted to do with the game, I believe. He wanted, it was, I think it's, Kingdom Hearts is his real big first foray into a very big full Final Fantasy game comparatively to everybody else. That goes up. I want to be over there, but I don't know how to get there. Can I even get there from this side? Probably not. We'll go up in a minute. First, I want to check something over here. But this game's been really fun. Other than the, bits that I'm kinda... The grinding bits, which has just been me just mindlessly grinding until we get to the point we want to be. The game so far has been kind of smooth, been going kind of thing. I'm a grotesquely over level, as I've been said multiple times. I've kind of trivialized the game at this point because of that. But from what I understand, the game gets extremely difficult at some point, which you need to grind. In a game that requires grinding, I don't think is all that good. Grinding should be optional. Like the story, like yes, I did just complain about Kingdom Hearts and how its grind is pretty bad. What's down here? Alright. But, which I was complaining about how bad that grind can be. In general, the grind in that game is completely optional. You can beat the final boss of the game without grinding at all. You can just go through the story. I think the game does a good job at putting you at a good level to beat the final parts of the game. Yes, it has challenge to it, but challenge is not necessarily a bad thing in a video game. The worst thing in a video game is, I'm gonna be honest, required grinding, solely due to the fact that it kind of puts a hold on everything you are doing, and story-wise, so you can continue through the game. I know I've been like, which this game has had 0 required grinding so far. I don't know about how it is going to be later on, but so far this game's been pretty streamlined. I chose to do some of those grinding bits because I wanted to capitalize on how... I wanted to capitalize on the... how do I explain it? Some of the best bits. I wanted to capitalize on the grinding bits. See, I don't have much to say about this dungeon. This dungeon so far has been, it's kind of easy. Because I've been over-leveled as hell. Because I chose to do that grind. This game, you can choose, you have choice whether to be completely broken. You can choose to play the game normally, go through everything, and have challenge, and basically challenge yourself. Or you can completely trivialize the game and choose to grind and at certain points and make the game super easy. Which I have done. Which is just a habit on how I play games. I've always kind of ruined games by doing this to myself. That leads down back. I want to go up here. So, something else I noticed what this game does. Oh, I did not check if this was a... Alright. What this game does that I really like, to be honest, is how allies gain bloodthirsty virtue. Divine destiny grows more powerful, more fun. Train upon defending enemy during a squad battle. Cool. That probably has uses later, but not for me right now. But, something this game does that, I appreciate, like, if party members get a high enough social links, they gain XP while outside of battle. Like, while they're not in the main party, they'll still gain XP and stuff. That makes it much easier to get these characters back up to par with these ones. So, like, by the time you get these two, these characters will have a high enough social link where they're, where they will start gaining XP if they're not in the main battle party. Which makes these characters catching up a whole lot easier. Which a lot of games don't really do. Which I appreciate. And it gives a little bit more... Like, it incentivizes you to use the new characters more instead of relying solely on older characters. I don't know what this final fight is, by the way. I just kind of been going. But, oh, man, I've had a little bit of a... I've been having a kind of a... allergies today, so don't worry about it. Don't worry if you hear sniffles and stuff. That's just me, But we've gone through this dungeon fairly smooth. This is a easier dungeon. It's not supposed to be too hard. You get a golden beetle here, which is probably the most important thing so far for this dungeon. I think this also unlocks social links for Juna? which is important as well. So this is actually kind of required to do. You can choose to do it whenever. I'm gonna save before the boss. And then I'm gonna pause the video right here. I've been talking for 15 minutes straight. Holy shit, that's rare for me to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video while I figure out what this boss is, and then we can build around it. Because one thing this game does do is the bosses can be difficult if you don't plan around them. Like, hard difficult. Like, they can one-shot you difficult. Or, like, if you don't play to their specific gimmick, it can end you difficult. So I'm gonna be right back. Alright, and we are back. I figured out what... I think I already, like, planned ahead for this boss, to be honest. Let's see my party. Hulkenberg, yep. Archetype. Razorberry that pells. Okay, I see what I have to do. Alright, so for this boss, you want to kind of have a lot of fire damage and a lot of, and someone that can cast a team-wide defense buff, due to the fact that, alright. Due to the fact that, this thing will have an insta-kill... Hold on. Okay, just all allies, not in the same row. Has an insta-kill piercing attack that, unless you have a defense buff, will insta-kill you. Which it will spam, by the way. If you're not ready, it will spam it. So, make sure you have fire and someone who can cast... That must be the monster we're looking for. What chance do the snakes have? This foul beast is disturbing the natural order. But we do so that the dead may rest peacefully. It cannot be permitted to remain. That's right! Here we go, everyone! Alright, Yufa. Ooh, I did not change out Yufa. Ooh. What archetype you are using? Ooh. You know what? Heisme, what are you using? Nothing fire. Stroll, I think you are using... Ooh. I think we're going to be using Stroll because he has a fire move. Because of my own, yes. Because of my own stupidity. Alright. This boss is weak to fire. As you can see there. So you wanna... just kinda spam fire at it. And then when you get to this character, you wanna do... You can do it in one rotation? Nope. Rude. But as I said before, this boss is weak to fire, and make sure you always have that defense buff up. If not, he will actively one-shot people. Like I said, it just took a 2 rotation, killed it pretty quick. This dungeon is not that hard of a dungeon. Alright, ooh, we can, mag. Let's agility. But, of course.
あんたにとって
Ooh.
強さって何？
相手を
Passion.
思いやる優しさ。
合格。
Oh boy.
ほら、
Cool.
私って国民に大人気の歌姫でしょ？一人で光栄に思いなさい。私たちって同じ目的を遂げるためにお互いの命を預けてる関係じゃない？それで改めて知りたくなったの。一緒に戦ってくれてありがとう。
変幻自在の歌い手ジュナ。彼女こそ仮面舞踏士の美徳。彼女との絆を。
And here we finally get the...
あんたが
This
いるの
felt like
頼
it
もしい
took
わ。
forever to unlock. Because you unlock Juna at the begin as a party character at the beginning of this island adventure. And then now at the end, after unlocking Yufa, you... After unlocking Yufa's bond, you get hers. I guess it kind of shows that she's not truly she doesn't truly trust you until now. So after a lot of work,
そういえば
we'll do
実
that,
は言うとね、私はただこうありたいと思う姿をみんなに見せだから、あんたは私を隣で見ていて
yeah.
さ、新しい護衛も見つかったことだし、そろそろ帰りましょうか。
Yeah, we're done. We explored everything already. We got everything we need. Let's head back to the beginning. Alright, and with this, we can now leave. But give me one quick moment. I'm gonna check something. Alright, and we are back. I cut out the part of finding the gold beetles. There were no gold beetles. So, we're just gonna cut out that part of me trying to find the gold beetles. But, yeah, so... We're done with this dungeon. That was a quick, easy dungeon. Not too bad. I get to talk about what my feelings are on this game so far. I'm enjoying it. The quick summary is I'm enjoying the game very much, and we're going to continue playing it, obviously, but it has its flaws, I've noticed. Like, introducing party characters after the first 4 is always going to be a difficulty for the game, for any RPG game, due to the fact that now you have to balance the game around these new characters, and they're gonna start a bit lower level than the party. I wish they kind of gave you the characters at the parties like average levels, so they join during them around the same level you are. But I can see why they'd be at a fixed level, so you have time to train them up and their archetypes to catch up to the party. But other than that, we're kind of done here. I'm gonna end the episode here. Next time we're gonna continue on and continue with the daily life sections. We're going to continue and on to the big tower. I think it's called the Forsaken Tower. Not Forsaken Tower. What's it called? Give me a moment.
どうする?
Spire Blind Faith. That's right. We're going to continue on over there, and then we're going to complete that, then we're almost there to where we have to depart from Virgar Island. So I'll see you all then. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!